Over the winter of 1913, 1914, there were various incidents on the streets of Trinidad and up around Walsenburg. Violence was committed on both sides. I mean, the strikers were committing damage against company property, and the company men would retaliate. It just played out longer than anybody thought it would.
Once the strike began, the union members were evicted from their company towns, and the United Mine Workers created a series of tent camps, tent cities, really on the cusp between the mountains and plains, right along the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains, for these striking miners to live.
So they set up formal streets along which the tents were lined. They had a communal tent where they would take meals and plan their strike activities. There was a medical tent that was strategically positioned so that all of the world could tell that the miners were interested in health and well-being. Again, they're up against this assumption that they are savages and that they are dangerous and that they will explode into violence at the drop of a hat. That was the ideology at the time. So one strategy that the miners had was to try to present this civilized face to the world.
So throughout the winter of 1913 and 1914, miners were living in tents out on the plains during what was a very ferocious winter with heavy snows.
In between the snowstorms, they did things collectively to try to maintain good spirits. They played baseball. They embraced the American pastime as a way to kill time.
And from there, they would send up people to picket at the mine to prevent strikebreakers from doing any work. And I think they severely restricted production of coal. It affected the whole ability to produce steel.